Welcome on back, you adventurous lads, to Total Warhammer 3 and part 5 of our Malakai Makaisson Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, we are here to throw hands with Astrogoth Ironhand and his many unpaid laborers. He's got a couple of blunderbusses under his belt, a Great Taurus, and a Bull Centaur render with dual axes, so very good at blending through infantry, which we have a lot of, surprisingly enough. He has an ally coming on in as well, Asterteth the Pure, who also is bringing all of the unpaid laborers, as well as a few of the actual paid laborers. How glorious. We'll have the elite Grudge settlers of Malakai Makaisson and Karakadrak versus the Disciples of Shut. Let it begin. Alright, and so reinforcements are coming in from the side. Interesting and not a lot of fun for us, because we've got, I guess, only the one flame cannon to work with on our side, so let's go ahead and pop flame cannon in up front here. Warlords ready to do their horrible deeds to the enemy. Pull them up just a little bit here. Flame cannons don't have a ton of range for us just yet, but that will be changing as soon as we ever are able to get that that adventure off. We'll go pull these guys over into the forest and hopefully hide them. Spread these two apart. We've got normal Longbeards holding the line here up front. Hammerers behind. More Longbeards, and then we'll go, one more unit of... Go the Slayers in the forest. Their job is going to be hunting down those Bull Centaur renders if they get too close. Trollhammer torpedoes for hunting down first the Bale Taurus and then those Bull Centaur renders. We'll throw another unit of Hammerers in the woods here, just to keep those quarrels safe. Got our front line. They do not want in guard mode. Our missile troops all together, and then we'll have Hergar. We're gonna duel with Astrogoth. Let it begin. We're gonna move right on over with the gyrocopters to try shooting at the Great Taurus. These lads move just a little bit here. Get fate cursed. What's our story behind Hergar? Why is he taking the Slayer Oath? What do y'all think, lads? He looks like quite the, well, where are you going? Can you give a rousing battle speech? Answer to that question is a definite no. Trollhammers, do your worst. Oh, that was awful. Well, they are good at bonus versus, large. Apparently, flying targets are hard to hit, so let's go after these Bull Centaur renders instead. I'm even gonna hit these, I'm even gonna hit the hillside here completely ineffectively. Come around. Okay, is the Taurus gonna chase us or not? Because otherwise I'm gonna get shots where we can. Enjoy. Shields don't tend to protect you against torpedo fire. They're just gonna sit there and let that happen. I'm here for it. The plan is they're gonna try to swarm us with all the units at once, which is gonna likely be our doom. We'll drag as many of these guys down with us as we can. No, only shoot these renders here. They don't have blood greed or any other kind of regeneration just yet, so each one of these torpedoes... I guess they don't have shields, they have dual axes, so they wouldn't be blocking either way. Another volley comes on in, most of them missing. The sound of the metal clinking against one another there in the back. Well, that's Astrogoth smacking his hammer. We still haven't dropped one yet, have we? Get a little bit closer and then fire. Here comes reinforcements. Alright, managed to drop two of the renders that time. Or just one of them falls. And they're chonky fellas, aren't they? Keep shooting. Especially to those juicy flanks. Burgers for a snack. Hammer is moved up ever so slightly. They can fight against hordes of slaves, no problem. Here comes an entire other wave from this side, so let's go flame cannons. Take kind of a middling approach. Good hammers can hold off against pretty much anything they have over here, including the other Chaos Dwarf Warriors and great weapons. Down to 12 renders. How many torpedoes do we have left? 13. That should be more than enough to at least deal with these guys. Please want wah. Ooh, the torpedoes are missing a disturbing amount. Yeah, they're gonna try to all consolidate their forces together. We'll see if it works. In the meantime, though, you guys have got to aim better. These are great big targets you're missing. Whole bunch. And they're not going to advance towards us at all. So let's go ahead and pull Longbeards forward just a bit. Yeah, they're going to all form up together. That works beautifully. Keep giving them the old spicy dunk. These troll hammers, they don't look like they would fit on the front of these helicopters at all. Alright, still 10 of them left. That's more than enough to deal lots of damage. They only lost 6 so far. We're gonna try to pull them behind their blunderbusses. We'll just pull off to the side here. I reject. We're gonna fire a few more. Nah, y'all are being boring. Still 10 of these things left. They are resilient. Should be proud of his horrible cannibalistic baby boys. Alright, we dropped 2 more. Are they going to go for the woods then? That does look to be the strategy. Just got to keep the helicopters up front here, try to lure. Looks like the Great Horse is coming in, see if they maybe can get a better shot towards it. You're going to want to reorient very quickly. That's actually not bad at all. Now let's flee. Bring the Red Bull back on in to have its wings sheared off. A really cool looking unit, but these guys have never really performed all that well for me. Really low armor, and I think they do have the ability to rampage. They don't. At least that's not a downside they're dealing with.
Move now! Move!
Was the flame cannon ripping shots where it shouldn't be? No, it doesn't look like it. They are sending a team of archers forward. Let's have you two go off of fire wheel just so they don't waste their shot. All of those torpedoes miss. Bad usage of their torpedoes there. Try to keep luring the Taurus on up so it can get destroyed. The hive mind of the Dawi Czar approaches. So what kind of spells are you packing? Dark Subjugation and Burning Wrath. Those some scary stuff. Go ahead and take them off fire at will, because wasting them on those archers is no bueno. Flame cannons get right up into position here. We've got a lot of baddies headed our way. Oh, we've got a lot of them headed our way. Alright, let's bring one more of the Hammerer teams up and get prepared. Here they come. Flame cannon, go ahead and annihilate these archers to start. Mind stopping them from moving by blasting here. They've discovered our hammerers. So they have. Slayers stay up front. You guys blast at this Bull Centaur Rook for me. Axes forward. That unit's gone. Blast this next group of archers. Chop them up. While the other axes go for Astrogoth. This archer's got melted, switching targets. Pull back a little bit there. Alright, Slayers, you should rip this poor sod apart. Our hammers are getting surrounded, though. Go after the sneaky gits. They're getting caught. Bring them on back. Archers try to deal with these individual hobgoblin area units that are in the back.
The next kill is ours.
Alright, let's get these bombs in. Bombs in, working.
Charge! Move! Missiles ready!
Fire here if you can there, missiles. Slayers are taking the oath quite quickly. Yeah, we're losing a lot in the woods there. Performing very well here, Dawizar. Astrogoth is charging through the lines. Yeah, I've dealt with their Bull Centaur. Bring the gyrocopters in and try to drop the bombs over the heads. They're just charging the blunderbusses into melee range, which is a interesting strategy.
Preparing bombing run.
Try to hit them with the bombs then. Drop those Trollhammer torpedoes. Keep on moving through. We'll just gotta have them circle. What is that damage? Really, just from Hobgoblin archers. Impressive.
This won't miss fire.
Yeah, the woods are not going our way. Chop them up. Our lord is getting absolutely shamushed.
Right. Get them.
The helicopter's gonna pull around wide and start blasting it on these blunderbusses. Well, we may not be able to secure the win here. Hammer's turn. That's a rook didn't actually fall. How unfortunate. Demon Slayer's losing his fight with Astrogoth. Ash Storm is a nasty spell. Dealt with the enemy lord. Gyrocopter should be able to just deal with these blunderbusses with a quick melee charge. Look at all of them. He's managed to force his way into our flame cannons now. Going to cause them to stop firing pretty quickly. Emperors are coming on back. Bring them back in. Start chopping through whatever you can. Those blunderbusses are gone. Let's go ahead and chase them off. That way we don't have to deal with them again. Great weapon's getting clobbered. Our Demon Slayer has fulfilled his oath. And that's the final charge of the Dawizar. Crush some Hobgoblin cutthroats there. Just couldn't overwhelm the, just couldn't come back from the number disadvantage here. Yeah, we'll speed that along, and that is a victory for Astrogoth. Guys, keep coming on. If you can take down the last of those renders, there's only one. Come on. Gotta fire your crossbow bolts all the way. Oh, there he goes. Now see if we can take down Astrogoth. Helicopters are mauling the other lord, which is hilarious. Now he's just gonna run away. What a coward. Hammers, if you can come on back in and find some Hobgoblin archers to smush, that'd be great. Fire the sneaky gits. You guys just go ahead and charge. You have great weapons, so give them a wallop. Helicopters have this lord. Axes come on through and deal with these archers here. Force them to recruit up more units through whatever means possible. Yeah, speed that along now. Valiant defeat. And a valiant defeat. I overestimated how strong our Demon Slayer was going to be in a combat, or at least in a one-on-one fight with the Taruk, and that definitely messed things up a bit there. Their sheer numbers were a bit overwhelming. And Throg runs away to go hit the altar of spawns. Fair enough. This is my new favorite change to the AI. Okay, so we've got Renowned Deadeyes. Can pick off a Groby's nose at 100 paces. Really good ones, it's twice that range. Gives us 10% more range for Thunderers and Slayers. So what are these guys at now? 108? Not bad. They will definitely be able to duel all other infantry that are skirmish focused. I mean, we chase Throg, he's just gonna run. But we kind of have no choice. So we are going to... Otherwise he's just gonna keep pressing into our territory, so we'll go in the underway stance. And now he's got no way to escape. Likely going to attack Winterfire next turn, so... That's exciting. Nothing to upgrade there. Throg's just gonna run past our forces. We've got Astereth here actually now being aggressive and moving into our territory, which is not exciting at all. Kevin, you need to turn back around quickly. Really capitalizing on your win there, aren't you? Wow, okay. So Astrogoth moving in March can reach to reinforce. We would lose Shrock no matter what. And like that, we're on the back foot. Crazy. So is March stance gonna get us further or underway? It's like March. We would be trespassing. Freaking Gestalten. Alright, Gestalten, why are you like this? I am not giving you any money. Stop fighting the other... I don't know why you decided to fight the other Kislevites. We've also got Azazel hiding out behind Zoishink. Alright. Strategies we're dealing with here are rather dastardly. Man, we really cannot afford another lord at all. We almost need one. A little bit too much expansion here. So we'll press out, hit Azazel, who will likely run for his life. No, he's just going to stay back there, isn't he?
Follow at your peril.
Do we need to sacrifice the tower, or we sacrifice Joktraken? Which I think is going to be sacrificed either way. Elena would move into attack. I just don't think she's at war with them. 1,000 for the upgrade to the Gym Cutter's Workshop. Is 100 more gold. 4 turns is a lot. So many. I really like to try to hold the line here. Because dealing with Astereth won't be that hard. His forces here are going to be a bit of a mess. I don't think we have it. I don't think we have what it takes. Let's see if I can. Could grab a few Grudge Settler units. And that might be enough to turn the tide there. But then we're sitting at pretty hefty negative for a few turns. Let's grab the Rune Lord of Grugni, since we don't have to pay for him. Okay, I guess we do. Oh, we were given gold. It changes all I saw. Alright, so now we'll give you... what's going to be the most useful and most cost-effective for dealing with this red here. Since we're in Nollengram, I think it's going to be our Grudge Settler units. So we'll get some Quarrelers, we'll get some Grudge Settler catapults, and then, I mean, truthfully, just everything Grudge Settler. Yes, very expensive, but we need it to deal with Astereth. Okay, Kevin. And now your strategy is going to be, we stand outside of the Tower of Crack.
That'll do.
Let's take 1 turn of attrition and see if we can't lure Azazel in. So Walt, you come join up. We'll get rid of these normal miners.
I'm no leader, but someone has to be.
I'm no leader, but someone's got to do it. Engineers for days.
To doom, then.
Sweet. And then from there, we probably want to do very little. I don't mind upgrading Krakadrak. Try to get a little bit more gold, and then also snagging the walls. That is dropping our income exceedingly low. But we could always just go for the battle with... the legendary battle with Malakai. I don't think we'd have any trouble dealing with that than cycling over to Throg. So let's give ourselves a little bit more gold to work with by throwing hands here. We don't get Vanguard deploy or more missile strength. I think that's just fine. Onward to glory. Always in an eligible stance. Okay, Malakai, next turn then. 4 more turns, also to get us up to Nollengrom. We are at 1,500 out of 3,000. Don't you worry, we're on our way. We'll skip through all of the building requests because we need that money. And let's end the turn.
Away and boil your head.
Away and boil your head. Pox upon your people. They will love it. I promise. No. Here comes Epidemius. You're joined by the Ursan Revivalists, and they're likely going to come over hit over here where we're not. Come on, don't be like that, Epidemius. Fight me. And Azazel's dumb purple butt fell into our ambush, so we'll just go ahead and give this one over to the auto resolve. That's right, clown. We will take the gold. Is it another war? It is indeed. Bok Bok the Lethal. And concerning. AI seems to be much better about hitting all sorts of different parts of your faction all at the same time, so hopefully we can hold them off. Duty over beauty. It seems the Prince of Damnation had his wings clipped by this one's unmatched prowess. 4 more leadership and 3% more weapon strength for all embedded lords and heroes, or all lords in this army, so Kevin and then all his embedded heroes. Static legions are no more, and now we've got ourselves a tattooist. Glorious. You coward. Can go set up and build up a huge force to invade us with. Okay, so maximum fear out of our enemies, which is... Where did Throg go? He just ran off. Okay. The issue with having the strongest armies is that no one wants to fight you. Let's go throw hands with the Chaos Dwarves. Get ourselves a glaive gun and some emergency repairs. Ooh, hello. Jezka the Cruelest. I believe Zatan probably has a... Oh no. 3 Dreadquakes. 1 Kadai. 2 more Dreadquakes coming in as reinforcements and a supply train. Interesting. Well, this should be fun. Auto Resolve thinks we are going to dropkick them. Choke point battle. Man, if these things get shooting and actually landing shots, we are in trouble. We've got the cannons, though, 450 as opposed to what's their range. Oh, really? They actually outrange us. Well, that's not good.
Oh, we've caught him with his pants down. Ha ha! Run out of ammo, have you? Oh, what a shame! Now's our chance! Get the blasted fucker!
Did he say out of ammo, did he? How unfortunate for you. Oh yeah, no, none of the Dreadquakes have ammo. What a fun quest battle here. So we're fighting in the fetid bogs that are probably forced by the industrialization that's the Dawizar. Let's go ahead and set the cannons up. We could absolutely just choose to annihilate the enemy fully with our cannons. We're going to have them set up front. And then this will be the side we choose not to go through because of a grape shot. Dangerous stuff. Move them up so they're firing up and over this hill berm here. Business. We've got our gyrocopters, which are actually going to be great at picking off all of his trade units because they're going to be able to fire back. Not very well, at least. Trollhammers on this side. We'll go
Word of vengeance!
pirates, followed by rifles.
Slayers! We demand blood!
Followed by proper slayers.
For the ancestors!
Malakai, since you're so great at making your units stronger, here, Gotrek and Felix have Vanguard deploy, so we want them up front being a nuisance. Ulrika, your magic is going to be so useful here. We'll pull you up back side. Then we've got the Kotori. We could have them up front, but I think that'd be... They're not good in a melee, or not good at getting shot at by missiles. We really don't want them up front. Last, we'll have the organ guns. Also taking a side position here. The Welgies and their fancy ponies.
Word of vengeance!
Organ guns also taking a defensive position. Hopefully they can fire over the Slayers, otherwise we're going to have lots of kinslaying.
Malakai Makaisson!
Lots of kinslaying.
Slayers!
Groups. Thunderers are going to be the next ones that are getting the boot.
Get friendly!
If we can get them in another unit though, that's going to be the plan, where they're going to be working with someone else instead of just getting the boot fully. Alright then. Let it begin. You guys go ahead and blast these Kadai. Move up and go after the Infernal Guard. Have Gotrek and Felix sneak around and go after the Sorcerer Prophet. All of the normal pirates start moving on in. And the choppers too. Advance. Normal copters, let's go ahead and have you come wide. Trollhammer. Let's go with the Kadai Destroyer first. Get in there, Gotrek. You get your bow shots landing as well. Let's slow the Kadai. Actually, it's not going to be as useful, is it? Yes, it will. Slow the Kadai. Flamethrower, guys. You come on in to help out anyone who is stopped fighting. Or stopped to fight her Jaeger. Take a blow from the Kadai, which is not fun for anyone. Oh, hang on now. What's going on over here? Starting to fire Dreadquake shots, I can tell. Not a good time for us. Let's make sure the other Dreadquakes are being dealt with. 2 Dreadquake shots have splashed into the woods there.
Move now!
Orange Wings coming over the top. Keep you guys moving, because they're in the air. They should be able to dodge those Dreadquake rounds pretty easily. Bombing run, then come on back. Hit him with another bombing run. Come up on through. Ulrika, let's get these blunderbusses who are blasting away at Gotrek and Felix, but they're really no avail. We're ripping them apart. Malakai. Oh, Ekon now. They actually can hit my helicopters in the air. Get moving. That's the Infernal Castellan. I see. Get him blasting. Get rid of Grungies here as well. We'll have him use his harpoon on the supply train. Keep trying to dodge the Dreadquake shots. Well, I don't know if they're actually able to hit you, so I'm gonna just not worry about it at all. Cannons. All cannons now switch targets to going after the supply train. We'll have the organ guns scoot in a bit closer as well. Layer pirates get in there. Ooh, laser rifles hurt, don't they? Get him, Ulrika. Choppers bite the dust. Actually, we can bring that over and get some heals pretty easily. Supply train is down. Time to deal with your remaining foes. Underbark is just too strong for his own good. We don't even have to worry about the Dreadquakes. They aren't able to do anything to us. Alright, cannons. All of our enemies in the back line here are pretty well dealt with. Malakai is still shooting these. Mimba Karak Doom. bring the Convoy up as well. Troll hammer torpedoes, you're perfect for dealing with this poor Castellan's getting dropped. The surviving Skullcrackers. You can almost get the Dread Quick fire on friendlies. And as you can roll up and blast these Dwarf Warriors, that'd be great. Oh, we didn't even bring our Dragon Slayer up. Okie dokie. Slayer's be ripping right through these guys. Hobgoblin Cutthroats versus Slayer Pirates. They're built different. And that's that. We've defeated the Sorcerer Prophet and his army. Never again will they pose a threat. This is not over yet. We have to deal with the trains, which are broken and running. There we go. Nice death animation there. See if we can take out the other convoy. Pretty glorious win. That is another legendary adventure battle done and dusted. We will go ahead and grab the replenishment, I think. You know, a little bit more Oath Gold always sounds good. Slayer Ward and a Glaive Gun. That which is not taboo of Chaos Dwarf weapon manufacturing can be learned from, resulting in a Dawi-made weapon far superior in every way. 15 bonus V large, 10% more range, and then 50% more armor-piercing missile damage. A very, very good little weapon there. Sorcerer Prophet and his Dreadquake no longer posing a threat to our Kislev allies. Dreadquake destruction has been completed. Got a mission successful in Bloodletting, which was the kill 5,000 enemies. We're netting us 7,500 treasury. Great. Well, in 2 more turns, we can start off another adventure. We definitely should. How close are we to getting Malakai up to rank 25? We can look at Malakai himself, can't we?
Malakai Makaisson.
Him Slayers to me were 3 levels away. Drop that upkeep and give us more replenishment. Got Moshi getting tangled up in my cords. What are you doing? Just lay down. You can stay, but just lay down. Thank you. Okay, so now we'll start working down his blue line. We'll go ahead and I think go for Mason then, because this should decrease the cost of his Thunder Barge.
Aye, what?
We'll get Unwavering here for Gotrek and Hardened Adventurer.
Did you see
He's
that?
mad hard. Felix will get to the Bitter End, which upgrades the Blood Oath with Committed Blood Oath. Even better heal. And then he's Unbreakable as well. And get for Kristen, netting him a bit more weapon strength and bonus for infantry. Dragon's Bane for Snorri, 10% more weapon strength, and then the Colossal Strike ability, which just buffs him even further and gives him a hefty bump to his bonus V large. We go ahead and grab Army of One, Slayer of Many, giving him Worthy Foe. If we have to deal with any terror-causing enemies, he will then be drop-kicking them into orbit.
Explosives expert.
Let's grab Penumbral Pendulum for Ulrika, continuing to move down towards Pit of Shades.
It's always good when it's someone else exploding.
Getting kneaded and stabbed in the knee. Would you quit? No biscuits this day. For Kevin.
A little bit of luck and a whole
How
lot
many
of
Slayers do you have with you? Enough that I think moving down the Tapestry of Oaths is a good idea. You'll move down towards Slayers to me.
Dishonored.
Dishonored. Garagram will give you Stubborn Defiance. We need that resistance. Triangulation here on this and this engineer.
To doom.
Then you, Cobalt, will give increased mobility.
Slayer.
Dealing with Azazel was perfect. Now, I think we could leave this place undefeated for a moment. Astrogoth and Astrath are both hiding,
Lord of Clan Morgan.
which is lame, but not to be unexpected.
I won't do it.
I won't do it. Well, you should. I'll tell you why. Go ahead and grab the Goblobbers as well. We need all the extra artillery. Artillery, and then I don't even mind grabbing the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass and the Ekron Miners, just to have a couple more frontline that fight pretty well. We'll come on out, go into an ambush, and try to lure at least one of these armies on over. If it's one at a time, I can deal with them, but other than that, it's going to be a huge, huge problem. Raiding Lair of the Troll King is going to be worthy. And there's no real telling where Throg went. He didn't go up this way unless he's managed to hide in the shadows here, and he's going to go after the Lair of the Troll King. That could be the case. So that means with Kevin, I can't quite reach. Okay, then we'll go as far as we're in friendly territory. Wow, Tower of Crack is a small province. Right here. We'll replenish, and then we'll try to jump through after the Sarl encampment. I'm thinking he just retreated up the hill, which we can deal with. 5 growth, meaning Rune Inscribed Frame. Perfect. Come on up the hill here. Take ourselves the Forbidden Citadel as well. There they are. Well, that's not Throg. Oh, great. He's definitely over here, isn't he? Big fan of the new sneaky tactics the AI takes. They are awesome. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Rune Inscribed Frame. Runesmiths have etched their work into the metal frame, warding the airship against the evils of chaos and enemy magic. Give us more capacity for Dragon Slayers, too. That is our growth all done and used up.
Alright. New Grudges in the making.
Yeah, the Spirit of Grungni is not able to recruit that many good units yet, but we will fix that soon. I will repair the Altar of Spawns and the trade depot here, but we're likely to get attacked. This is definitely where Throg's hiding. Sneaky, sneaky Troll King.
Follow it,
Here at the tower, we'll go ahead and give it an upgrade. And that's about all we get to for this turn. If we skip through, no outposts, because we don't have the gold for it. I don't think we've met any of the other Dawi factions just yet.
The Snowbringer.
Defensive alliance with Dragina would draw us into war with Castalton. I'm not sure what he is doing, besides committing evil.
Take what's theirs.
How the heck did Throg get all the way back over there? He's the sneakiest troll ever, the migration. The Great Migration comes to our borders. Of course they're welcome. We need to form a military alliance with any of our factions that are nearby to us. That should not be an issue whatsoever. Everyone's running for the hills, of course. Why would you fight Malakai? That's way too dangerous. We'll move on in to hit the Forbidden Citadel. I am going to... I'm going to sack it once. And then I'm just going to go ahead and claim.
The past is the past.
We'll set up shop here
Greatest inventor.
with an iron mining pit as well. That negative 1,000 is gross. You're just going to sit there and build up, which is also gross.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
Nothing we can really do about it, though. I'm not going to recruit any more units. We're just going to sit here in ambush and try to catch one of those armies coming on in.
I'll get on it.
40% chance to succeed is so low. But the higher percentage chances are just outside of the reinforcement range, which we cannot really have here. We need to have all of the extra lads. Let's go ahead and increase mobility with Uldor.
What?
And then we'll jump up through the mountains with Kevin as well. He's at full replenishment, but I wouldn't mind making more money. That's what the engineers are about, so we'll jump this way. We'll send Malakai one direction and Kevin the other.
What? Engineer.
Go another point into Mason for Malakai.
For a glorious day.
Bow Seeker for Snorri, and then Ulrika can get Pit of Shades. Let's blend up blobs of injury, no matter how heavily armored. Which we were already fully capable of doing with our Grape Shot, but it will take all the extra. No more upgrades. They're doing their best to bleed us dry with our gold. One turn that'll help out a little bit. 2 before we have even more help. Right, Ulthur's ambush failed, but they're not going to come towards us. Gina are wiped out by the rats, looks like, so we've got a lot of enemies headed over here. Oh, you've got more blunderbusses again. Perfect. That's coming from Karak Vlag. It does make sense. We'll keep trying your ambush. We've got at least one more turn of this army here. We really need to turn them around instead of keep coming after the Sarl.
Denied.
So Malakai will have you move aggressively after Throg. We could go through Surtha Ek, which he's neutral. Who is his lord?
Timely arrival.
He's just fighting against Throg.
Innovator.
That will be building up even more. We only have one more turn to fill these grudges in.
Hypothermia would be a poor death.
Alright, so Kevin,
To doom, then.
send you in first. Let's go Flash Bomb here for Thori. And move right on into Crunch Up Thama.
Cold.
Thama Thanefist, we'll combine up his name.
Doom chaser.
I think we will hit Surtha Ek as well, so we can keep giving as many grudges as possible. Oh, we can just auto-resolve this one. You poor fools.
Let us find our depths.
We lose a few. I'm going to stack the settlement.
You deserve their riches.
How many more grudges? 400. Oh, we're so close. It could have been also why the enemy here are staying back, even though they can easily take us. They just want to try to bleed out our next Age of Reckoning. Because I have no doubt the AI knows exactly what's going on there. There's all sorts of weird shenanigans that they like to pull. Let's go for a Trinket Maker to give us a little bit more gold for a very small investment. I'm tempted to go for the Dwarf Docks here at Shruckrocken as well.
Explosives.
Now, Evan, you can go ahead and take the Sarl encampment. Net us a few more grudges. You're so very close.
Death Seeker.
Ballistic Scarring, giving us more missile resist for them. Stubborn Defiance for Garagrim.
Bane of
Flash Bomb for Oldor. Triangulation for Thori.
Leave it to me.
And then we'll go ahead and do the same thing here. We'll boost mobility, break open the casks, and start doing some triangulation. Up to 71 missile strength. 71 on just a pistol.
To doom, then.
I'm here for it. Do a Trinket Maker here as well. Nope, can't afford that.
Alright.
Not until we bonk Surtha Ek. Please let us have more battles here. No, such is not the way. How close are we to finishing any of these? So letting the organ guns do most of the firing there would be pretty useful for us. I just don't know if they're going to be able to get that many kills in one battle. Chaos Wasteland, champions, and then reach rank 25.
Slayer.
Alright, well, Surtha Ek, your doom approaches.
Step too far.
Step too far. Oh, of course he runs.
Just
Let me catch him at least. Decisive win, low casualties. We're gonna fight it to try to get as many kills as we can on these organ guns here. But this is definitely gonna be mostly just target practice. Enjoy. Alright, it's a choke point battle too. Okay, so we'll start deployment. What, we want to have one of these choke points handled by the cannons, the other one by the organ guns. Let's let the organ guns handle this side first. I'll have the helicopters there just in case they need any kind of backup. Gotrek and Felix to be the wall. Then the cannons can handle this other flank, no problem. Set them up in grape shot mode and let them mow them down. Cannons, we'll have them set up normal to start, and then they can switch to grape shot as soon as they get a little bit closer. Because the cannonballs will do a ton of damage to those Marauder Horsemen. Snorri and Ulrika on this side. Warhammer torpedoes, and then the brimstone guns on this end. Slayer pirates, also for if any of those skirmish cav try to get any closer. Rifles at the center here. And then the Slayers back behind. We only really need these guys in a group, and to be in guard mode, let it begin.
Why not?
Move forward just a bit there, organ guns.
Barracks ready.
Start blasting those horsemen.
Vengeance. Let's go. Shock and all, lads. Remember?
Pretty good shots for our cannons. Switch that thing over into grape shot mode already. Or Rick could go ahead and ride forward.
Nothing can stop us.
In fact, you go get the skirmish cav because they think they're clever. The ones that are still alive, that is. Ones that survive.
Organ gunner.
Organ guns start blasting the infantry units then.
I will. Yes. Warrior, oh, grip me.
Throw it around, give them a little bit more damage. You try to snipe out Sirtha Ek and his chariot. Big idiot. Yeah, they're done. Don't even have time to build up the Winds of Magic for a Pit of Shades. Organ guns are struggling a little bit here, so we'll send the pirates forward. They do kill lots of units, but it's not nearly as quickly as the likes of your grape shot cannons.
Preparing bombing runs. Slayers, I know.
Send them forward just in case.
For the gunners and guns. Makaisson.
Sirtha Ek is deleted.
Go bad or regret this.
Even the damage coming out of these guys is pretty crazy. You just see the health bar drop when these just normal pistols fire. Great stuff. Better work guns, but you keep blasting these marauders to bits. We didn't even have time to summon in the Spirit of Grungni. Yoink. Oh, we ruined everything. I'll summon in the Spirit of Grungni. We're gonna run down as many of these survivors as we can. We need the gold. Good ol' Pit of Shades. Look at you all in a moment. Alright, we get through that battle losing 0. The organ guns netted several kills for themselves, even outpacing the likes of the cannons that time. Well done, lads. We will take the replenishment. And now we'll replenish fine on our own. We'll take the extra gold. Dawnstone for Malakai, another Slayer Ward, and we'll go ahead and just switch back over into Airship Camp. We could upgrade the firing range, but I think that would be to our detriment. Getting in the compact forge is probably a pretty good call.
The past is the past.
Well, hopefully we get convinced Throg to come on over. We didn't quite make it into Nalengrom, which means all of our Grudge settler units are now about to get quite a bit more expensive. So in an effort to try to protect us from that, let's go ahead and get rid of these normal Dwarf warriors. I am actually going to move the Tavern Brawlers as well.
Doom Chaser.
See if we can't use a couple Slayer wards to drop our upkeep further here. That Twist sounds great. Guildmaster also sounds awesome. Well, you can't get a ward. That's only for lords. I guess that's fair.
Dishonored.
You'd be able to drop that upkeep way too easily. Well, we're a little bit out of luck then. As for magical items, you're not actually able to use the glaive gun because you would have to be switching weapons. So let's give the glaive gun on over to one of our engineers.
Slayer.
Uldor has the ranger's crossbow. You get yourself a glaive gun. 15 bonus V large means it should be landing shots quite a bit more effectively. Good stuff. We'll go ahead and upgrade the Sarl encampment to be where it's making us a little bit of gold. Costs a whole 1,000 though. Man. Gem Mine is also about to be finished. Structuraken has a few better units here because it's tier 3, so 2 Quarrelers, 1 Blasting Charge, and some Longbeards. Really don't like that they're not moving towards us. Let's pull the Forge up. See about grabbing a Rune of Fear. We've already got... Too bad we can't bonus up on or stack up on more Runes of Fear that we already have. Dazed Effect. Flaming Attacks. Root of Gromrail, we only get 1 because it's a Master Rune. Master Rune of Spite. Snorri Spangelhelm. And the old Magical Missile one. Well, as far as banner runes go, entities cannot die while the ability is active, and it's always active. So there's just no one able to take damage until they... Like, no entities die until they've taken full damage. This sounds insane. If it actually does what it says it does. Let's try it. Extra Vigor Recharge, Expert Charge Defense, 35-meter range, and it's always active. It affects everyone in that 35-meter range. That seems amazing. Got some Ancestor Runes. We'll give one of them here to Ulthur.
Burns bright.
They took damage somehow. Interesting. I think those runes count as ancillaries. We'll go ahead and give him 1 Ancestor Rune. Don't mind giving you an Ancestor Rune as well. And same thing with Kevin. 1 per. I'll also give you the Dragonhide Cloaks for your Slayers. You have no magical items whatsoever. Crazy. We'll go ahead and give you the Talisman of Preservation since you're a Lord.
Not bad.
Not bad. Winterpire. I would really like to grab the Trinket Maker. Because we need some money. Really badly. It's all the way up here. I think it's in a pretty safe spot. So we will go for the Trinket Maker here as well. And then, pray to the ancestors that we don't have any weird issues on the intern here. Your unique skills are all finished. Let's go ahead and just start grabbing the boost income trait.
Engineer.
Increased mobility for Ulrika.
Explosives expert.
Then for you, Felix, we'll start giving you Blade Shield. Alright, as scary as it is, go ahead and end the turn. We are so very close to getting Nolengrom. Yet so far. Astrogoth has no sense of adventure, and you've somehow made it over to the Altar of Spawns. How brave, Walker Ovison. Even with our armor, we wouldn't have a chance. That actually helped our income? Interesting. Love that I'm going to have to chase them around now because they've decided to go right on past us. And such is the way. Got another Talisman of Preservation and some Scrolls of Astromancy. And we have finished off this Age of Reckoning in the Gorm tier. We'll go ahead and enter a new age. Start raging right away. Also got the Iron Price. The so-called Iron Price is not the wage, but the cost of having troops away from normal duty. You gotta pay so much to have dwarf mercenaries. They're worth it. I'll just move on in and crush the Monolith of Flesh then.
Let's give them something to
Wrong thinks he's safe. Now we've got some grudges to settle, buddy. We'll go Ancestor Rune on the Doom Seekers, so they won't be able to die. And they'll have Expert Charge Defense, so if I'm not paying attention to them, they'll rip right through anything. Auto-resolve this group. We deserve it. Organ Guns netting most of our kills. Stack the Monolith. Boy, later we are indeed. That mission is successful there for Bloodletting, so now all of our Organ Guns are going to be dug in. As long as they're sitting still for 25 seconds, they'll go entrenched, giving them 40% more range and a couple other good us as well. We also finished getting Malakai to rank 25, so he's going to have even more missile strength.
Always good when it's someone else exploding.
Seems like we lost quite a bit of it. What happened to all of his missile strength? Wasn't he up to like 3-point-something thousand? Oh, I wonder what happened. Element of preservation here for you, Malakai. Emoji has caused my leg to go to sleep. Girl, you gotta have to get up. Yeah, I know you're mad. Deal with it. So yeah, out of nowhere, Malakai, maybe that was a bug missile strength that he had before. That's a huge drop, actually, not just a small one. That is huge. So did it cut the amount of armor-piercing damage he has, instead of actually granting more? That's what looks like happened. Either way, we'll grab Mason and... I'd say... Wall Breaker. Cause more attrition on the enemy. Go Drive will keep boosting up income.
The past is the past.
Helix.
Greatest
Blade Shield.
inventor.
We will go Spread Control here for Snorri.
What?
And then Ulrika will grab Pit of Shades all the way upgraded. Move to Magical Reserves, Arcane Conduit, and then start working down her actual proper,
A little bit of
a unique line.
whole lot
That'll
of
start off at rank 14.
To doom, then.
Garagrim. Since you're a legendary, you actually have access to all three of these, so we will start you off with Experienced Wanderer for speed and Strider. And we'll circle back over here to follow our Grimnir.
What?
Be business. We do have to chase off Walker Elvison, so claiming the Monolith of Flesh, probably a bad idea. We'll just follow him.
Put your feet up, why don't you?
Put your feet up. This army isn't capable of dealing with any of our other settlements, I don't think. Forbidden Citadel is pretty weak.
Leave it to me.
Wolfric hasn't declared aggression against us yet, but I bet it's only a matter of time. Let's pop out here.
There be demons at home.
Go into an ambush and come in behind the Forbidden Citadel. Not gonna upgrade the Winter Pyre.
Iron-willed.
Man, I want to throw hands with Astrogoth with a whole bunch of ROR units,
Like us.
which is what I think I'm gonna do. We've got 10,000 gold to spend. We can grab a couple of these ROR boys and put them to work. We've also got a few more these mercenaries, of which I think I want more grudge throwers, or maybe even the Iron Drakes are so good. Bonus versus infantry quarrelers also is intriguing. They didn't do great though in the last battle, so let's grab the Iron Drakes with flamethrowers. Let's grab the Raiders, the Grim Delvers, and these Slayers here. See what the damage is. Is it just going to be an ROR army versus Astrogoth? Dragonback Boys and the Grumbling Guard. I think that's a pretty good force. Astrogoth has us outnumbered. We've got artillery and badassery on our side. For our next technology, man, we're one away from getting up into the Warriors Guild, so let's come on in and grab pressure regulating valves. Gives us more range for all of our Iron Drakes. That's cool, but I do want this interlocking shields, so we'll come up through this way. We need... We honestly need more income, though, don't we? Instead, we're going to come down to the King's Share. And then... probably cycle back over to Deep Resource Extraction, because that'll just take 2 turns, and it'll give us a huge chunk boost to our income. Well, I'm not glad I wasn't the one who suggested it. Ulthur.
Armed and ready.
Yeah, let's go for it. You versus Astrogoth. See about giving you, though, the Rune of Fear. Dawnstone. Give you the Slayer's Axe, the Helm of Discord as well. Prospector's Spyglass gives you more missile strength, which you don't need, but everyone else more accuracy, which I think is a good call. Gotta hand these items back on over to our other Dawi after this battle. Twist, Slayer Ward. Good stuff. Now to war.
Lord of Clan Morgrim. Grimnir is with us.
Grimnir is with us. They've only got the 1 units of blunderbusses, but they do have the blazing beards, which have their own set of grenades. Which, blasting charges are always scary. We'll grab the Ancestor Rune and grant this over to... probably... this unit of hammerers. Charge defense, which they didn't have previously. Alright, we will start off the next episode with one more fight against the Disciples of Ashut. For now, I'm out of time for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Malakai episode. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne. See you all in the next one.